Hey, this is Uncle Mark in the mothership with a 3-string cigar box guitar. Wait, I'm not in the mothership. Mothership's not ready yet, but I didn't want to stop lessons. We're probably a month out with the new mothership, so just throw these out there and so you guys can keep playing. This is Alice Cooper. This is School's Out. Right, that's basically what it is. So let me go over what we got here. This is a 3-string cigar box guitar tuned in open G. So it's a G, D, G. So the way the guitar would work is G is a chord, so playing those 3 notes. G sharp, A at the 2nd fret, B flat on that first dot, B between the dots, C on the 2nd dot there, C sharp, D, D sharp, E, important chord in this song, F, F sharp, G, G sharp, and A. So a lot of times when you're playing an instrument like this, you don't need to play all 3 strings, you can play 2. Okay? And it sometimes makes it easier to navigate. So say I can play a C chord here, or I can just play these 2 strings, the D string and the G string. And it sounds very, very similar. And it makes it easy to do a bunch of hops because you don't have to swallow all 3 strings when you jump. This song has a jump in it, or a hop. It's a large hop. And it goes from E, but we're only going to play the D string here, and the G string, and you got to hop to A. And I do that by hopping with my pinky. I have really good stretch and really good extension. You may not, but I would start learning how to play that type of thing and get that extension down. And you're going from E to A, from E to G. These 2 dots mean that the whole thing starts over again, just like it would at the nut. G, G sharp, A, B flat, B. These 2 dots mean G, G sharp, A, B flat, B, C, and so on. So you're going from E here on this 4th dot here, but you're just playing that D string and G string. You're going to leave that one alone. So you're going to hop from there to A. So you're going from E to A, E to G, E to A, and then you're going to put your first finger here on this G, and then a little trill, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so this note here is E, D sharp, D. So you want your hand in this position, so hop E to A, E to G, E to A with your 3rd finger, so you're ready for this movement. So I'm going to go through it really slow again. Okay, and that's the whole, well, we got no choice. You can isolate that note, or you can play those 2 as a dyad, which is not a chord, but it's 2 notes put together. That's what we're playing here. It's called dyads. A chord is 3 notes, a dyad is 2 notes. So you can Doesn't matter how you do it, you'll get the idea of that little trick. So that's the first trick. The second is the little part where it's we can't salute ya, we can't find a flag, is on C. D sharp. Okay, so out of here. You can't salute, you can't find a flag. That don't suit ya, that's a drag. Alright, then we're going to change shape. We're going to play a G, I mean. Okay? This chord shape, that's a G. And the reason it's a G is because this finger here is on the 5th fret. That note right there is a G. That's a D, and that's a D. D, D, G. It's a shape you're going to need. It's a inversion of G's, just like this. Whereas open is G, D, G. This is D, G, D. It sounds really, really close to being the same. But this is a chord shape you need. And you're going to go G, B flat, C, F, G. So G, you're going to slide up to B flat, you're going to slide up to C, and then all you have to do is get your finger here, G. Okay, so you just start out, you're D, D sharp, G, B flat, C, F, G, G, B flat, C, F, G. Okay? Then there's a little section where it goes A, G, F, G again. So what I'm doing with this little bend is I'm trying to hit that A with this G sharp. So watch how I make this bend. Okay? So I'm coming in at it this way as opposed to just trying to bend it with my finger, which is really hard, right? So I'm going to come at it like a lever. Okay? I'm going to use my pivot off of my hand up. This is always the best way for a beginner to learn how to bend. The note you want to hit is here, and you want to bend this one up to it. You can always give it a wiggle, but you get it this way, okay? So I want you to bend like so. That's the best way to bend. It's also great to listen to where you want to go with a bend. Warren Hayes has a great video on bending technique. He was the Allman Brothers guitarist for many, many years. He has a great video on bending technique. Find the note you want first and then get that pitch. So, A, G, F, then it does a little thing where it goes, no more pencils. And the only way I figured out to do that is kind of here with this, using this G. So what I'm doing is I'm using an octave, so I'm only playing this note here and this note here, and I'm muting with this finger. This big fat finger just lays down on top of that D string, as opposed to hearing it, right? I'm gonna mute it with this big fat finger here and just kind of lay over a little bit. Then I'm gonna go to F sharp, then E, then back up. You can certainly do it this way. I find it's easier here because then I have options. So it's no more pencils, no more teachers turning books. Right? And then it goes back to the song. So it's got a few parts in it. And it's not a difficult tune in itself, but of course I can't sing Alice Cooper songs at all, so I'm not really even trying. But it's got a bunch of good sections in it, and it's got a bunch of good parts, and the riff is just iconic riff. It's just a great tune. Great tune for summer. Great thing to fool around with. This is the original key, so you can play this along with the MP3 or the YouTube video or however you get music. I'm old school. I still have records and that sort of thing. Anyway, this is Uncle Mark. I'm not in the mothership. The mothership is still under construction. And it's slow going right now. It's slow going, but thank you so much for lots of the funding. You guys made this possible, and thank you for all the suggestions. I do have a donate link down below. $1 a show is all we ask here. It's paypal.me/Uncle Mark Tips. I want to say thank you so much to everyone that has donated and everyone that's pitched in. Really thank you so much. It does help. Also, it helps getting the word out, you know, social media, other sites, let people know at festivals, you know, that this is where you get some of your lessons. I don't mind sharing that spot with anybody else. So, you know, if you want to plug other teachers, that's great. Just help me out and include me too. Really appreciate it. Thank you all so much. Alice Cooper. Killer tune, man. What a great riff. So we'll see you next time.